Addition of rational numbers. Because numbers in integer, fractional, and decimal form are all rational numbers, therefore, while adding rational numbers, we might come across integers, fractions, and decimals which have to be added to another decimal or fraction or an integer. So we will take this case one by one. Let's first do the addition of one integer to another integer. And for this purpose, these are the laws or the rules. While adding two numbers, integers, of the same sign, we always add and the answer carries the same sign. If two numbers being added are positive numbers, the answer will carry the positive sign, and if the two numbers being added are negative, the answer will carry the negative sign. So let's have a question where it says add 259 to 358. So when there is no sign given with the number, the sign is always positive. So we align this number with the grid from the right side. So 9 is on the ones place, 5 and 2 on the 100 place, and 358 similarly, 8 on ones place, 5 and 3 on hundreds place. Because there is no negative sign, it means both of these numbers are positive sign. Well, we know for sure the answer is going to carry a positive sign. Therefore, we are going to add these numbers because both numbers being added have the same sign, and which is positive. So 9 and 8 would be 17, 1 carried over, and 5 and 5 is 10, 10 and 1 is 11, and 1 will be again carried over, and 3 and 2 is 5, 5 and 1 6, and the answer will have the positive sign like I said before. So that's how we add one integer to another integer. Let's take another example. And in this example now, the second number will become negative. Let's take another example, and in this example we take add minus 389 to 1476. So one number right now is positive because there is no sign with 1476. It means this number is positive. If it had negative sign, then that sign would be given. So let's first write down the number plus 1476, and the other number is minus 389. Now because these two numbers have opposite signs, so definitely they have to be subtracted. So the answer will carry the sign of the bigger number, which is 1476. Of course, the answer will have positive sign, but let's take away 9 from 6. But as 6 is smaller, so we borrow 1 from 7 and make it 16. 16 take away 9 will be 7. What is left behind is 6 here, and we cannot take away 8 from 6, so we borrow another one to make it 16. 16 take away 8 would be 8, and here 3 is left behind, and 3 take away 3 is 0 and then 1, and the answer will carry the positive sign because that's the bigger number. So here is the answer for this. If both numbers were negative, for example, we'll take another example. Add minus 256 to minus 1826. Because both numbers are negative, so the solution, we are going to write down both of the numbers with their signs, 1826, and the other would be same sign, but this is 256. And now according to the rule 1, both numbers have negative sign, I mean they have the same sign, so answer will carry the negative sign as well, and the numbers will have to be added. So 6 and 6 will be 12, 1 carried over, 5 and 2 7, and 1 8, 8 and 2 10. So write 0 here, 1 is carried over, and that makes it 2. So this is how we add integers to integers. Now let's take a look at adding fraction to another fraction. Fraction to fraction. So while we add, we have a question here. Add 3 over 5 and 1 over 5. So this is really easy to add because both of the fractions have the same denominator. If both denominators are same, then we only add the numerators. So 3 by 5 plus 1 over 5, it's simple because the denominator is 5 on both sides. Therefore, we are going to add only the numerators, which would be 3 plus 1, and we'll have the same denominator, which is 5. So the answer would be equal to 4 over 5. But in the next example, we're going to keep the denominator different. So in another example, if this was 3 over 5 plus 4 over 8. Now, the denominator is not same. If the denominator is not same, we have to make the denominator same by multiplying this side with 5 and this with 8 and 8 here. So this would become, the equivalent fraction would be 8 3 times 24 over 40 plus 4 times 5 will be 20 over 40. Now the denominator are same, therefore we're going to add the numerators, which will be 24 plus 20 over 40, and this will become 44 over 40. Because both numbers in the numerator and denominator are even, to reduce them to smallest form, we can divide this numerator by 2 and divide denominator by 2 as well. This will become 22 and this will become 20. These numbers are still not in the lowest form, so we can further reduce them 22 over 20. Let's further divide it by 2 and further divide this by 2. This will become equal to 11 over 10. So this is in the least form. So that's how we add fractions with different denominators. And both of those rules of addition will still be valid if both fractions have the same sign. They will be added, and if one sign is different than the other one, then both fractions will be subtracted, but whichever fraction is bigger, that will carry the sign.